Let's see more examples. Does anyone recognize this thing? What? Chinese likhi hai. Okay. Mandarin hai, yes. Sorry, what? No. I am surprised that you haven't seen this thing. This is Pascal's triangle. Have you guys seen Pascal's triangle? But it's in Chinese, and it's the super old version of the Chinese. It's kind of indicating that they were doing this Pascal triangle thing, like, I don't know, 2,000-3,000 years ago. Okay? All right, so what's Pascal's triangle? Pascal's triangle is you start with, so I think this is 1, okay? And to get each next node, you take the nodes above, the pair of nodes above, and you add them up. Okay? So over here I have only one node. यहाँ पे assume करते हैं आप 0 है, तो 0 plus 1 is 1, and 0 plus 1 is 1. Okay? So you get 1. And then this is 1 again. This is 2 because it has 2 parents. Each one of them is 1, and so on. Okay? So this is 3. And this becomes super interesting. Okay? This becomes very connected to binomial things, but it's a very beautiful thing. So the thing that we are asked to prove is that sum of entries at the nth row is 2 raised to the power n. Okay? That's, by the look of it, without induction, that's a hard problem. Because this is an infinite triangle, right? This is never going to stop. So by induction, what you're going to do is you're going to assume a couple of things. First of all, what you need to know is that all right, there is I'm just thinking, if I ask you guys to do it, is it a fair question or not? Okay. Okay, for the curious of you, go ahead, let me know how are we gonna do this? How are we gonna prove that the sum of entries at the nth row is 2 raised to the power n? Remember, the sum of entries at the first row is just 1, okay? Oh, okay, let's call it 0th row, okay? So we're gonna call it 0th row just to make the statement true. So the sum of entries at the 0th row is 1. What do we do now? Sorry, what? Base case हो गया. Good. बाकी मैं करना है. Okay. Okay. बता दें? I mean, that's how we do it, right? We negotiate things with each other, you know. You push some boundaries and some I do. So there is what I'm thinking is there is a cute observation needed here. That's what I'm kind of pushing you guys to look at and tell me what's the. What? Sorry? Yes? So in circles में कुछ numbers लिखे हुए हैं ना, यहाँ पे तो Chinese में लिखे हुए हैं, लेकिन I just told you कि वो compute कैसे करना है, उन numbers को sum करना है, okay? So अगर आप ये वाली row देखें ना, यहाँ पे this is 1, this is 2, this is 1. 1 plus 2 plus 1 is 4, and 2 raised to the power 2 is 4, right? And the next is 1 plus 3 plus 3 plus 1, which is 8, right? And 2 raised to the power 3 is 8, right? And so on. Kind of, I'm letting. So this is 6, right? This is 9. So on. Okay. So this is what I'm asking. Sum the numbers in each row.
11 11 1 तो 1 1 है दूसरी रो में पहली रो 11 के स्क्वायर लेते हैं तो 1 2 1 1 और 1 और सेंटर में 2
Okay.
11 का क्यूब लेते हैं तो फिर
You are absolutely right. Okay. Yeah. So okay, how do we do it? How do we prove this? How do we prove this? What? You have something to say? You have something to say. Go ahead, say it. You don't? So, what happens to the sum of numbers from a row to the next row, right? That's what इंडक्शन का जो इंडक्टिव प्रूफ है वो है. We're going to assume that the statement is the sum is 2 raised to power k at some row, some kth row. We're going to have to prove that next row जो भी होगी उसके ऊपर this is going to be 2 raised to power k plus 1. Can you guys help me figure it out? How do we do this? How do we show this part? So, okay, let me help you a bit, okay? But next step is going to come from one of you, okay? So, 2 raised to power k plus 1 is equal to 2 times 2 raised to power k. You already knew this, right? But in the context of this problem, this is a hint. So all we are asked to prove is that numbers are doubling in each row. Okay? That's we have to prove it. How do we prove that? How do we prove this? This diagram should kind of give you something. It's nice that it's written in Chinese because you don't actually need to know the numbers to prove the statement. Rabia, any idea? Snan, you're awfully silent today. What's going on? Bad day? Last वाला आज समझ आ रहा है? कुछ नहीं समझ आ रहा. बोलो यार कुछ. Okay. Okay. Zunair, क्या? क्या? Guys, keep it down. Keep it down. Go ahead. दोबारा बोलें. I'm just trying to understand.
Let's say n is 1.
Okay.
This is the row.
क्या?
2 raised to power 1 minus sum of all entries in that row is 1. 2 raised to power 1 minus 1 raised to power 1.
Okay.
Take summation of all this.
Okay. That's one way to look at it. I'm gonna nudge you in a different direction. Okay. So देखो, induction ये कह रही है कि you are at some arbitrary row here. Okay. और इसका मैं आपको sum बता देता हूँ. Okay. The sum is going to be sum x. Okay. It's 2 raised to power k, but let's call it sum x. Okay. The claim is इस row का जो sum है, entries का जो sum है, that's gonna be 2 times x, where x is the sum of these entries. Okay, you have to prove this. Why is this the case? That the sum of entries in this row is 2 times the sum of entries in this row. Zunair. जोर से बोलो.
अगर मैं एक और एंट्री ऐड कर रहा हूँ
हाँ.
तो वो अगर नंबर ही 2 है
हाँ.
तो वो 2 टाइम्स
एक और एंट्री ऐड कर रहा हूँ का क्या मतलब? एक नोड ऐड कर रहा हूँ ये कह रहे हो? लेकिन एक नोड तो नहीं ऐड कर रहा. 2 नोड्स ऐड, 2 भी नहीं ऐड करा. एक नोड ऐड कर रहा हूँ. ओके, एक नोड ऐड कर रहा हूँ. But the values of the nodes are changing ना?
मैक्सिमम नंबर जो है वो अंदर होगा या बाहर होगा?
अंदर होगा, काफ़ी अंदर होगा. हाँ, मिडल में होगा. क्या?
तो के बाद ना 2 की एक पावर इंक्रीज करें.
यस.
तो इसका मतलब है कि वो हर दफा उससे मल्टीप्लाई.
ये जो पहली बात आपने कही है ना वो हमने प्रूव करनी है. वो हमें किसी ने बताया, ये गैस है एक, राइट? इट्स सीन कि दिस इज व्हाट्स हैपनिंग, ओके, बट इज इट रियली हैपनिंग? टू you have to prove it, right? And we're trying to prove it using induction. Okay? Alright? Induction says that I am gonna tell you what the sum of the entries is in this level, and you are going to tell me what the sum of the entries on this level is. Okay. Should I give out the answer? Alright. So the trick is to look at these things, the things that are between two levels. Okay? Every node has two children. Okay? Again, मेरी value 6 थी, तो I'm contributing 6 to my own row. Okay? But I am gonna contribute 12 to the next row. है ना? That's it. That's the story. Every guy is contributing double to the next row, and that's the whole contribution of the next row, which means the sum of the entries in the next row is going to be double the sum of entries in my row. Okay, so for example, over here, this node is 1 here, but this node is contributing 2 here in the form of 1 here, and then 1 addition in this row. Okay, this row was, I don't know, 4 here. This becomes 5 here, and then 9 here. Okay, it's contributing 4 here and 4 here. Okay, so each of these rows, whatever their current value is gonna be doubled in the next row. It's each row, each node is making 2 nodes, and it's giving away to, it's doubling its value. Okay.
सर अगर 3 नोड्स होते तो 3 वैल्यूज देता.
So अगर उसके 3 children होते तो वो 3 कर रहा होता. Yes. क्या? Okay. So again, so the sum of entries, let's call it AI, where I goes from 1 to some x. Okay. This is, let's say this is the sum of entries in the kth row. The sum of entries in the next row is going to be 2 times a, where I goes from 1 to x. That's it. Okay. Basically, इसको आप अगर आप लिखना चाहते हैं ऐसे तो it's a of I plus a of I in the next row. And that's it. That's a proof that sum of entries in the next row is going to be double the sum of entries in my row. All right, moving on. Yeah. हाँ, ये एक हिंट था. It was just, this is not a proof. Okay, so हमने ये प्रूव करना था कि the sum of entries at k plus 1 row is 2 raised to power k plus 1, and this is what we know. The sum of entries in the previous row is 2 to the k, and using this formula we know that it's doubling. Why is it doubling? We know it's doubling because each node is contributing to twice its value in the next row. Yeah. So sure. So इसको आप so basically this is what I wrote here. Okay. So this is, let's say this is the sum of entries at kth level. Okay. I don't know what their values is. Okay. AI है plus AI plus 1. I don't even know कि कितनी है वहाँ पे. वैसे k होंगी. But जितनी भी हैं. Okay. So this is their sum. Okay. The sum at the next row is going to be twice the sum at this row. Okay, because AI is going to be doubled in the next row. That's all. और वहाँ पे कुछ नहीं आएगा. वहाँ पे सिर्फ हर नोड का डबल जा रहा है. That's it. Okay, so we write it like this. Okay, the sum, let's call it sum at k, and this is sum at k plus 1. Okay, so this will prove that s of k plus 1 is equal to 2 times s of k, and that's it.
ये जो हमने वहाँ पे लिखा है ये सब फॉर्मल प्रूफ है.
ये इसका फॉर्मल प्रूफ है,
जो
यस।
हमने ये लिखा और उसमें फ़र्क क्या है, ये तो हमने ये नहीं कहा कि मुझे लग रहा है कि मल्टीप्लाई 2 होगा तो आगे भी मल्टीप्लाई 2 होगा।
नहीं नहीं, कुछ लग नहीं रहा मुझे. सो बेसिकली व्हाट आई एम सेइंग इज, so let me write the formal proof, okay? So let me write the formal proof here. Let a1, a2, ak be, मैं k को start में, it's sorry, zero, k plus 1, क्योंकि वो n को 0 से start करें, okay? Be the list of entries, okay? These are my entries at level k. ठीक है? So sum of sk is just a1, a2 up till ak plus 1. Okay? Now each ai contributes 2 times ai in k plus 1 level. Okay? So s of k plus 1 is equal to 2a plus 1, 2a plus 2. Who is talking? Okay, so this implies that s of k plus 1 is just 2 times s of k. By inductive hypothesis, s of k is equal to 2 raised to power k, implying that s of k plus 1 is equal to 2 raised to power k plus 1. Okay? This is the complete proof. Okay? ठीक है? So I was just kind of hinting at this part where you start writing this. Okay? जो मैकेनिक्स से प्रूफ की वो इंडक्शन से आपके पास आती हैं. Okay? You know that s of k is 2 raised by k by induction, by inductive hypothesis. Are we good?
वो जो वहाँ तो उन्होंने हमें प्रूव करने को पावर 2 पावर है,
Yes.
अगर हम n को a से सब्स्टिट्यूट करते हैं 2 पावर k करते हैं और
So n को a से नहीं सब्स्टिट्यूट करना, हमने n को, sorry, let me, so what you do is you substitute n with 0 and you prove it for that. That's the first row. Okay? उसके बाद you say that s of k, the sum at kth level is 2 raised to power k, ये वाला. Okay? ये वाला पार्ट आपने इस प्रूफ से पहले लिखना है. उसके बाद you write कि I'm trying to prove s of k plus 1 is 2 raised to power k plus 1, inductive step. Okay? उसके बाद this is the proof of the inductive step.
मैं वही कह रहा हूँ ना, वहाँ पे 2 पावर n लिखा हुआ है.
Yes.
पहला स्टेप था कि मिनिमम नेचुरल नंबर से आपको इसको प्रूव करना है मिनिमम पॉसिबल के.
क्या?
वो यहाँ पे 0 से हो गया.
क्या?
उसके बाद तीसरा हमने वो जो हमने पहले एडिशन वाला किया था कि k plus 1 वाला,
क्या?
n की जगह k को सब्स्टिट्यूट कर दिया.
Yes.
यहाँ पे भी अगर हम n की जगह k को सब्स्टिट्यूट कर दें, मतलब
k को
s n is equal to 2 पावर, नहीं s a is equal to 2 पावर
s k के साथ
k
सबके.
करना है. s k is equal to 2 पावर k.
Yes.
और उसके बाद s k plus 1 is equal to 2 पावर k plus 1.
Yes.
तो ये फॉर्मल प्रूफ है.
नहीं, so s k,
क्या फर्क है?
hold on a second, s k plus 1 is equal to 2 raised to power k plus 1 आपने प्रूव करना है. इट्स द स्टेटमेंट जो आपने लिखी है, ये मैंने प्रूव करनी है और ये उसका प्रूफ है. ओके?
s हमने फंक्शन नहीं लिखा.
s सम लिखा है, s मैंने डिफाइन किया, इट्स द सम ऑफ द एंट्रीज एट लेवल k. ओके? ठीक है? और लेट्स सी मोर एग्जांपल्स. Questions?